Welcome to the Flag Bearer channel. This is Little Known Black History Facts. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. At one time, Jackie Moms Mabley was the funniest woman in America. She is really the original queen of comedy. Jackie Moms Mabley was a stand-up comedian and an actress. She began her career on the theater stage in the 1920s and became a veteran entertainer of the Chitlin Circuit of African-American vaudeville. She was born Loretta Mary Aiken in Brevard, North Carolina, and joined the vaudeville circuit after a very difficult childhood. She had to overcome many challenging obstacles to get to where she did. By the time she was 14 years old, she had been sexually assaulted by 2 different men. Loretta gave birth to 2 children resulting from those attacks. At age 11, she was raped by an elderly black man, and at age 13 by a white sheriff. Both children had been given up for adoption. Loretta's grandmother encouraged her to leave North Carolina to seek a better life. A year after Loretta left, her father was killed when a fire engine exploded while he was volunteering as a firefighter. Her mother was killed a few years later when she was run over by a truck while returning home from church on Christmas Day. Loretta fled to Cleveland and joined a minstrel show. She joined the African-American vaudeville circuit as a comedian under the Theater Owners Booking Association. Loretta Aiken soon changed her name because her brother thought that a female in the theater would disgrace the Aiken family name. She took on the stage name Jackie Mabley, a name that belonged to an earlier boyfriend. Jack Mabley was a young Canadian to whom she was then in a relationship. However, Jack did not want to live in the United States and she would not live in Canada, so they ended their relationship. Loretta took on his name even though they never married. Loretta could sing and dance, but so could a lot of other girls. What set Aiken apart was her ability to tell a joke. People loved her wit and sharp sense of humor, which made it possible for her to find notable success in the black vaudeville circuit. In 1939, Jackie Moms Mabley became the first female comedian to perform at Harlem's Apollo Theater. Mabley became a regular performer at the Cotton Club and a headliner at the Apollo. Mabley was the only active female African-American comic for years, though she was sometimes underestimated due to her jokes about old men as well as her free use of sexual innuendo. She possessed great comic timing, excellent social awareness, and a remarkable ability to ad-lib. During the 1950s, Mabley adopted the name Moms because of her mentoring and maternal attributes influenced by the role she was filling for other comedians on the circuit. Her persona on stage was that of an older woman wearing a house dress, floppy shoes, and a knit cap. The old, wise, and often crass woman with an elastic, wrinkled face who wore frumpy clothes and loved young men was largely modeled after her grandmother. Down the line, as she got older, Mabley's natural toothlessness only seemed to enhance the persona that she had been promoting since she was a stylish young woman. Her outfit choices were meant to be a commentary on racial perceptions and bigotry against African Americans, a portrayal of the typical mammy stereotype, typically depicted as an older maternal woman, overweight and usually dark-skinned. The mammy is also depicted as a sassy woman. Much of Moms Mabley's work was social commentary communicated through social satire. Mabley's jokes were often raunchy in nature, referring to her preference for younger men. Her onstage persona did not reflect her personal life, where she often dressed elegantly and glamorous and was openly known to be a lesbian. Offstage, she would wear clothes that were commonly worn by her fellow male performers. A thorough examination of her life and career reveals that Mabley was likely bisexual, as there were reports of her relationships with both men and women dating back to the 1920s. When comedy records became popular in the late 1950s, Chess Records approached Mabley about making a comedy album. Though she initially hesitated, she signed on in 1960 and recorded The Funniest Woman in the World before a live audience in Chicago. The album sold over 1 million copies and became gold. Her subsequent albums, around 24 of them, only served to broaden her reach. In the 1960s, she came to be accepted by white audiences and made club, concert, and television appearances. Moms Mabley was often featured on many popular variety shows of that time. Jackie Moms Mabley appeared at the Apollo Theater more than any other performer in history. She tackled topics too edgy for many other comics of the era, such as racism, poverty, and sexism. In a career that spanned over 6 decades, Moms appeared in several films and recorded over 20 comedy albums. In the final year of her life, she had her first starring role in a movie. Moms Mabley played Grace Teasdale Grimes in the 1974 movie Amazing Grace. During filming, she suffered a serious heart attack, but had a pacemaker installed and returned to the set 3 weeks later to complete the film. Her health took a turn for the worse shortly thereafter. Jackie Moms Mabley died in New York in 1975. When Moms Mabley was 75 years old, she became the oldest living person to have a top 40 hit in the United States with her cover of the song Abraham, Martin, and John. She is considered the first successful female stand-up comic. Jackie Moms Mabley was a trailblazer in the comedy entertainment industry. Until next time, if you like little-known history facts as I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Press the bell to be notified of future uploads. Thank you for watching.